Hi lads and lasses, how you doing? Neil here. Yeah, once again it's been a busy time with work. Not just work, we've had school half terms to contend with, and we've also had some atrocious weather. 2 major storms have rolled over the island. So this time I'm going to be giving you a 4-step method to dealing with a medical situation, or what you have to do to at least try and cope with something that's happened in front of you. The first thing we have to do is actually get control of ourselves before anything else. We've had a massive rush of adrenaline and we're fighting one of 3 responses. And one of 3 responses are trying to fight to take control of you. You've probably heard about them. You've got the flight response, which means you basically run away. You've got the freeze response, where you're just overwhelmed by the situation. You don't know what you're doing, so you just stay stuck in point. Then the other one is the fight response. Now, this sounds good initially. You see a problem, you rush forward, you deal with it, but that's also going to cause us an issue as well. If you go charging in without actually checking the area out, you could become hurt yourself. So the first thing that we always have to do is try and stop. Stop for 10 seconds. Let the accident finish, let the dust settle, have a chill pill, take a condor moment, basically take stock of what's in front of you. If you've assessed the area and it seems safe to go in, or if you think you can deal with any dangers that are in the area, then that's what we'll do. We'll walk in, try and make the area as safe as possible. If it's too dangerous, obviously we take a step back, we get our phones out and we'll call the emergency services. If it's really too bad, we can't get, well, certainly I wouldn't expect anyone to go in and get hurt themselves. Once we've assessed the area, once we've made it safe, the next thing we have to do is work out what's wrong with our casualty or casualties. There could be a couple of people hurt on scene. We'll assess them. I'm going to give you an action plan in a later film, how to work out what's wrong with the casualties, what's life-threatening, what isn't. Yeah, but we'll have a look at them, and based on what we find, that depends on the level of help we need. For some situations, it could be the paramedics, it could be an ambulance. Other times, it might just be getting a first aid kit. Depending on the level of injury, you might have to go off and get a first aid kit yourself, or even better, send someone to go get a first aid kit. You might even just have to get your phone out and start calling 999 or your national number, 911, stateside, 112, mainland Europe. Everything after those 4 steps is going to be your first aid. I will make you aware of an additional thing, or an additional few things that you have to deal with after an incident. Well, certainly if you've had to hand them over to paramedics, you'll have to tell them how you found them, what state they were in, what did you do, did they get better, did they get worse. We call that handover. Something else to consider is if you've used any first aid kit, get some new stuff. Okay, you don't have to buy a brand new kit every time, but yeah, if you've only used a few plasters or band-aids, you might want to get those topped up again. Anything else, you'll get replaced as well. So something that's often overlooked after an incident is your mental state, actually. So the final phase we call a reassurance phase, because you've gone through your adrenaline rush. It's helped you work harder, faster, stronger, longer. Everyone else has gone in slow motion. It's helped with memory. It's made you super mega strong. Absolutely amazing stuff for the incident. But post-incident, when your brain realises you don't need it anymore, it just cuts off your supply and you crash. And that's when you get the shakes. You might get tearing emotional. Might just be me, but I've dealt with some stuff that has left me a bit emotional. And so, post-incident, you're in the adrenaline crash phase. You start to try and piece together what you've just done. Initially, it's fairly upbeat. You ask yourself, did I do that? Yeah. then the doubts can creep in and you start to ask yourself questions like, should I have done that? What would have happened if? The brain is that powerful that it can take a very small incident and blow it out in proportion into a big, massive incident. So when you're sort of worrying and self-doubting, going down the woulders, coulders and shouldas route and questioning, you're not in a very happy, healthy place. So what we have to do is sit down, and if we can, we'll talk to someone. If we haven't got anyone that we can talk to, we may actually have to start looking for a bit of professional help, some counselling. Okay, so that's the way that certainly I, as a first aider, go into a scene. I assess the area, I make it safe, I give emergency aid or work out what's wrong with my casualties, I get the right level of help, and then after I've dealt with everything, I report or do a handover, I restock, get new first aid kit, and I reassure, sort my head out. So gang, I hope you've enjoyed the presentation that I've done today. If you liked it, please let me know, smash like. If you have any comments, that would be gratefully appreciated as well, so you can smash some comments down there. You could, if there's anything that you want to see in the future, please, just put it down in the comment section. Certainly with the vast number of people that are following me at the moment, not many, I've got plenty of time to read everyone's comments. If there are any comments, I'll reply. I'm a good boy like that, and I'll certainly take them on board. Okay, so thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.